we'll see. But yeah, now we should definitely be live. I don't know how much of the previous stuff got cut out. But yeah, in today's stream, I can probably close that. Let's see. Yeah, okay. That's good. We are going to be playing Ghost Simulator, and we are going to be doing the newest questline that was added for the April Fool's event of this game. When I started the stream, some of the stuff was acting up, like my webcam, and the actual OBS was being kind of laggy, so I'm still trying to troubleshoot a little bit of that. So if it is a little bit slow of a start, that is probably why. Yeah, OBS, you look fine. I mean, not really, but usable. Oh. Are you seriously connected? Alright, whatever. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sure it's fine that I'm using 88% of my memory already. Happy early April Fools. Yes, it is apparently early for an April Fool's update, but that is kind of how it is. This quest was super long and hard. It took me some of today and most of yesterday to complete. Yeah, I've heard that it's like one of the longest quest lines in Ghost Simulator. And takes like new players like an infinite amount of time to get. I've also noticed that there's a lot of interesting pets and boards added in this update too. Alright, whatever the case is, we'll go ahead and start and hopefully get done with this in today's stream. If not, we will go ahead and continue it in next stream. And if we get done a little bit early, we'll go ahead and head over to grinding some gum for probably however long we have left. Yeah, guys, I've heard about the length of this quest line. Anyways, who even made this questline possible? Yeah, balancing questlines is one of the things that developers aren't insanely good at. But hello, Denegree. Oh yeah, we still have this really cool board. Hello. Alright, yeah, again, this might be a little bit of a slower stream, as in it's going to be a little bit laggy. For whatever reason, OBS and my webcam might be being a little bit on the slower end. I have a feeling this is because for whatever reason it decided that to connect over, like, okay, actually I can't really show you guys because it's my webcam is my webcam, so slide that over. But basically I have it cabled up into my computer, but for whatever reason it is going over my Wi-Fi, so I think that might be causing a little bit of problems with it, so hopefully that gets sorted out. Yeah, I don't see any settings over here that I can change too easily. Alright, whatever. Whatever, stream's working fine. I think we should be just available to just start, I guess. The quest includes hatching clubs for pet board, which sucks for new players. Yeah. Guys, it's an April Fool's update. I understand what's going on here. Just to make sure you're all aware, I do understand. Alright, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and start the quest line now. Yeah, YouTube's telling me that some of the videos having some problems. Yeah, think. Oh, whatever. We'll be fine. All right, pop. Cozy keepy, stairs under soul. What a lovely day. Merry Crisis, mate. Chuffed to bits because of your presence. Time for a big show. You're not a hallucinate. I'm talking to you. We'll talk about that later. We, the creepies, are tired of being left out when everyone else is having lots of fun. It's quite a particular day to be here, but it's our only chance to do what we do best. Please consider joining us. Let's give this place the creepy touch. Come on, I insist. I'll even guarantee a treat to show my gratitude. What do you think? Fantastic. As I always say, manipulation, I mean, teamwork makes the dream work. Absolutely. Anyways, we should start with something. Simple. Alright. Yeah, as I said, for whatever reason, my PC is being slow right now, so webcam, Roblox, and all that other stuff is probably going to be a bit slower today than it usually is. Ooh, first quest. That one might be actually difficult. Didn't I open this at one point? Why hasn't it opened yet? Okay, finding an acorn. That's going to be difficult. Oh, never mind. Good thing we got kind of lucky with this first quest. Managed to actually get our acorn. How am I doing? How am I? I'm actually doing kind of nice. College quarter is kind of over, and I did good. Or, I passed. So, that's good. Alright, find the acorn in the ice cave. Alright, let's just... Yeah, it looks like this wants a lot of acorns. Guys, quick question. Are creepy cats just, Gabe in disguise or something? Okay, we might actually struggle to find an acorn. But yeah. One of the I don't remember what it is, but I believe that Gabe mentions a lot of acorns in his quest, and oh, there it is. Look at that. Yeah, it looks like creepy cat and Gabe have a lot in common. Yeah. But the other thing that's kind of bad is I've been working. I haven't really been working on it, guys, on a video with the 100% game completion thing for a while. Thank you for the 1 acorn. That would have been nice, like, before your first quest, so I didn't actually have to worry about your first quest. Anyways, now we need a vacuum 3 owl ghosts. Lovely. So, I've been working on it, but really haven't, and I've really wanted to get that out, like, I don't know, a long time ago, like, soon after I completed that 100% completion, and I haven't been able to, what in the world? Also, apparently there's some cool stuff in the store that I think, or at least this one is kind of cool. I'm, like, actually half tempted to buy it, is the board. But yeah. Anyways, look at Adam's hoverboard. What a weird quest. Anyways. Tons of fun. Anyways, deserve reward, grab it and don't tell him. Glitchy zoom gum. Lovely. Food. Alright, vacuum some parrot ghosts. But yeah, as I said, this quest line is actually quite short, so I am planning on, after I'm done with this quest line, going ahead and doing a bit of grinding for like gums while we have a 2x drops event, which is absolutely busted. You guys will probably see what I mean once I start actually grinding for like gum or something. So yeah. Well, we can't really grind for gum when we're lagging this badly, but you know, we'll try. Yeah, I don't know. All right, I might actually have to turn off my webcam if I really want to be grind this, because I think that is actually causing like 95% of my problems as it stands. Because like, we are coding overload. Consider turning down your encoding settings or using a faster... Maybe some of my OBS settings were messed with for some reason, like when it updated or something. But yeah, whatever the case is, we are lagging quite a bit, I think, today. Quite a bit more than normal. Like, I'm usually lagging during these streams, but never quite this much. Alright, let's see if that helps. I turned down the resolution a little bit. It probably will, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, lovely, a sheriff's badge. Steal Luna's outfit. Oh yes, this is actually a really funny quest. I haven't looked at it before, but like seriously, these quest stuffs is actually like pretty insane. I think it's kind of funny to have these memeier quests. Now we just need to find Luna's outfit, which is apparently easier said than done. Second arc, elves, mine. Yeah, I have no idea where Luna's outfit is. That's funny. But yeah. The rewards is worth it? Yeah. Don't worry, I don't think anyone actually watches, just listens to it. Okay, that's good to know that the fact that the stream's actually like super bad, sometimes you guys won't even notice. Because it is regularly super bad. Also, we could probably go faster if we just touch everything in here. Like, eventually we'll find the correct outfit. Assuming this is all we need to do. Because I give up, like, actually trying to find Luna's outfit. I've looked around for a while. Need a hint. No, guys, I'll find this eventually. I don't need a hint to find a Luna's outfit. Like, I know what Luna's outfit looks like. Proceeds to continue to touch every single outfit. Ghost Hunter Star? Huh. I don't remember a Ghost Hunter Star. Alright. Oh, there it is. Oh, we just touch it. Okay, there we go. This took me 30 minutes to find it. Thank you for trying to make me feel better, but like, seriously, that took me way too long to find it. Do I though? Yeah, guys, I'll eventually find it. I know what Luna's... the fact though that you actually needed to touch it rather than actually put it on is actually kind of funny. I would have thought you would have needed to just put it on. Or you would. I thought they would have been creative enough to make you put it on rather than just touch it. But yeah. All right, there you go. Grab some stuff. The funniest thing about this, I think, is the fact it has you grab so many items, and then right now there is a double items drop. So basically, grabbing one of an item, usually you'll end up grabbing two of it. There are some exceptions. For instance, there are some items like acorns that have 0 drops in their drop rate, so you can still get like a single acorn. But like, it is kind of funny though that they're... Repair the UFO? In the Wild West? Okay, interesting. It's easy for you and not for us. Oh, this questline is silly. I love it. Have it. Have this. I want to believe you tried your best. I've got great news. Training is almost over. Hunting time, shame. It's a pure skill issue. Lovely. Alright. Have they said that publicly? Yeah, probably not. Let's not talk about that. Oh, okay. There is no penguins. Also, I've been trying to think about, like, what to do for, like, these streams. Like, obviously, this stream is kind of, like, an update stream. So it's a pretty straightforward thing to kind of actually stream. The interesting thing is, though, this quest won't actually take us too long to do. As much as, like, I will joke about it being impossible. 420 gems. Interesting. I can't really think of too much in Ghost Simulator to actually, like, stream right now. So I've been like kind of thinking about like other games to actually stream, or other ideas to actually stream, like maybe Minecraft or something, but like really none of that really does well on streams anyways. So if you guys have ideas for like stuff on Ghost Simulator stream, or maybe other Roblox games, or maybe even like a Minecraft idea or two, that would be interesting. Last one took you guys a day to beat, so be prepared. Yeah, I've heard about how long it is. People were telling me earlier that the last quest is like really difficult, so we are going to be struggling quite a bit. I think, even though these first ones are going by relatively quickly, I think they'll start to really get a lot harder. Really? Oh, so they're asking us to go jump into lava. What an interesting quest. Oh, I have mini Minecraft ideas. Yeah. Yeah. I might end up... See, guys? It's not even dangerous to touch the lava. We touched the lava and we didn't even get burnt. Yeah, occasionally if you touch it and like get off of it quickly enough, you can actually avoid the teleport death, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, enough laughing. Cat instinct, make sure hide, find the royal creepy cat in Wild West, and find thrift creepy in the junkyard. Some random find items. Yeah, these might actually be difficult, or at least this one in the Wild West, just because like Wild West is actually a pretty huge place. So like if you guys don't know, find items here is actually kind of difficult. I think it has the most small pets of any place, just because there's so many hiding spots for them. Royal creepy cat. And yes, we are looking in the Wild West, not Area 51s for some reason. Usually I'll end up looking in the wrong one of those places for some reason, but yeah. Is it behind here? Nope, that's 8-bit, or D40. Let's see. I was trying to figure out why I was moving. That makes sense. Alright. Alright, this is actually a difficult to find item. As I said, Wild West is kind of an annoying place to hide stuff. Except when they're that big. Alright, I'm just being blind, I see. I was expecting them to be like the size of those mini pets. And instead they are the size of a seriously NPC. So yeah, that just became a whole lot easier. And then yeah, okay, wow. That's not bad. Wait, is this one solid? Why is this one solid? Can I get behind this somehow? No, I can't. Unfortunate. Alright, I was about to see if I could like glitch out with like the actually let's pause that. That'll probably help. Also, yeah, no, it doesn't. Alright, last quest. I've been hearing terrible things about this, but alright. Last test. Touch the grass at the beach. Yeah, okay, I think we're done with this. I don't think this quest is like actually possible to actually go touch grass or something. I mean, we can go try, but it's going to actually be difficult to go ahead and touch grass. I'm actually surprised this grass doesn't count, to be honest. Okay, but yeah. No, as I said, this is as you guys can probably realize, this is a really easy quest. Oh wow, that doesn't even count. Interesting. I wonder what grass it wants you to touch, because it's definitely not that grass, since I've touched it. Oh, there it is. It is just walk a bit. Alright, there we go. Now we're done with this quest. With the power of brass. Okay, in a few months, do me a favor. Pop. And we get Simulate Vortex, which is not a horrible board. It is a meme board, so it doesn't really matter how good or bad it is. Let's actually go take a quick look at it. And I'll actually, I guess, compare this to the theme it's modeled after, and then complain about the fact that we don't have the old... 69. Oh, grief. Yeah, that's pretty much the entire... Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. But oh, lovely. Yeah, it's definitely a memeier questline. I think it's kind of great to have some of that memeier stuff. I really liked like the Lick Adams hoverboard. But yeah. Let's see. This is a remodel in some respects of the Alpha Vortex. So yeah, it's, as you guys can see, this is Simulate Vortex. This is Alpha Vortex. Very, very similar. They rotate in opposite directions. Hardest questline in the game? Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Definitely took a lot longer than to get 100% game completion, that's for sure. But yeah, if you guys actually don't know, I'm going to complain about it now. This is actually, Alpha Vortex used to look a little bit different. It used to be slightly different, and now they changed it to this one. And I think I'm the only one that prefers the old Alpha Vortex, but whatever. The old one was a little bit more board shaped. That's kind of why I liked it. I mean, this new one isn't bad, but like, I don't know. It's cool, I guess, but it's not board shaped. I like stuff that's board shaped. But yeah, and we'll go back to something silly like a Kato. Alright, now that we have that quest done, that is pretty much all the new content that was added in this update. So the only other thing I wanted to do this update was go ahead and abuse this double drops event, because as you guys know, drops in Ghost Simulator are absolutely busted. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go to a private server and then show you guys why double drops events should never be a thing in Ghost Simulator. Like, they're absolutely overpowered. I think it took me, what, like 4 hours, I said, to get the 15 or so glitchy boss gums I got when I was grinding for Mini Guardian. We're probably going to end up getting 15 in like, we're going to end up getting 15 in like 2 hours of grinding. And then we'll also end up getting like a ton of other stuff that just, it's just insane how overpowered this is for like gum grinding. So yeah. No, not there. I want to go there. You're wrong about the double items question I said in stream ages ago. I probably said something along the lines of they should never bring it back, but they probably will. It would be my guess on my exact words, but yeah, they have ended up bringing back double item drops. Or maybe that's not what I said. Maybe I said something a little bit different, but yeah. Also, it looks like my stream is finally healthy after way too long. But yeah, I think turning down some of the video settings on the webcam, I think, fixed the problem. Oh yeah, this works still too. Actually, this is a little bit more grainy. I think I turned it up so I could do stuff with this, but yeah, you guys don't. There we go. Yeah, so now that we are done with that quest, I think we'll go ahead and grind for some... Grind for some gum. The other option we could have is actually go ahead and grind for some gems to go try to get another sandstorm, because we actually have a decent amount of glitchy lucky gum for once to be able to do that. You said it would be changed like the new double luck. It will eventually. It's just, it might take a while because devs don't actually realize how broken it is. But yeah. Hello, Hetzel. We quickly finished up the April Fool's quest, and now we're just going to go ahead and grind out an insane amount of items, because double drops events are overpowered. But yeah, we might, if we end up getting a decent amount of like glitchy boss gum in this like grinding, we might actually end up going and using it immediately on like final boss or something, just to show you how it can be even more overpowered. Like I was thinking about it earlier today, and it's pretty much double drops event. Allows you to like triple your grinding efficiency for like bosses. Like, you literally get a 3 times increase to how fast you can grind like boss keys with double dropped events. It's kind of insane. Yeah, it should end pretty soon. Generally it ends around 2 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time. But with the recent change of like there was some daylight saving time, so it might end an hour sooner or an hour later, depending on which way time moved. Whatever the case is, it should be about in 3 hours and 48 minutes. Do I remember you? You showed up to some of my previous streams, if I remember correctly, but relatively, you're not like a super old viewer, but yeah, I do remember you. It helps, guys, for me to help remember you if you guys keep the same names and profile pictures. Otherwise, if you ask me who you are and you've changed your profile picture and name, I'm going to have zero idea who you are. I know you aren't, but like there are some people that are like, do you remember me? I said this in your last stream, and I'm like, no, I have no idea. And they're like, oh yeah, I changed my name and profile picture, and how I talk and what language I use and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, and I'm supposed to remember you how? But yeah. Is board just a giant rideable pug? Yes. Yes. It looks like a lot of these shop items for this week will be actually very meming. So I'm actually tempted to buy like this board. Like, to be honest, I don't have enough Robux at the moment. But like I'm actually half tempted to buy it, or some of the other stuff that looks like it's coming out looks kind of cool too. But yeah. I was Karen Roblox on my PC, which broke. Yeah, that would do it. Having 2 different accounts does not help either with remembering it. So, but yeah. Yeah, it is literally a giant rideable pug. It also looks like they're going to make a reskin of the basic hoverboard as a meme too. Like looking at the thumbnail for Ghost Simulator, there's always some previews of like some of the shop items there, so looks like probably the legendary board we get will be like a reskin of the basic hoverboard, which I might end up buying too. I don't know. We'll see, but I do kind of like the memeier stuff for April Fool's updates rather than like, I don't know, jokes. Will I ever host a giveaway? I've hosted a few giveaways on my Discord server for usually Ghost Simulator items. I did at one point do a giveaway for like a $10 Robux gift card during like Christmas. But yeah, it's kind of a pain sometimes to set up giveaways in a way that's fair to everyone. So generally speaking, not anytime super soon, but yeah. It also, I think, has a crown or something on it. Bye, Key Gamer. Stay safe. But yeah. Yeah, okay. So we've been grinding for about 4 minutes once this gum runs out. And we should probably have enough gum to go ahead and turn in for like 20 or 30 glitchy loot gum just from 4 minutes of grinding. That's the thing about double drops. It's absolutely overpowered when it comes to like end game grinding gum. Like it's helpful for like new players. But if you give everyone ×2, the people who already get 100 at a time will be able to get 200 at a time. And that increase of 100 is a lot more than it helps anyone who like can get 50 at a time, because they're only able to get like 50 more. Anyways, as you guys can see, we spent like what? 145. It's not bad. It's actually not... That's not as good as I was expecting. But as I said, like 25 glitchy loot gum from 4 minutes. Pretty overpowered. Yeah, obviously we're going to be a little bit slower, but actually I was hearing that Remnant Zone actually had similar numbers to that. Maybe it was just like one person got a really lucky, like, drops every single time, but I don't know. I'm assuming you mean like spent 50 glitchy loot gums on Remnant Zone. Yeah, really the only way to get more glitchy loot gums is just to go ahead and grind it. I wouldn't really recommend grinding like gums in the Remnant world yet. I don't think it's quite worthwhile yet. Maybe soon, but for now there's really no reason I think to grind there. You're limited to 3 areas. Each they convert for a lot less, or actually they convert for similar numbers as they do in here, but areas are a bit more spread out, and they also end up taking a bit longer to get it. Yes, that is pretty much how how events work. The rich get a lot richer and the poor get slightly less poor. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Pretty much it really benefits us endgame people. It does help new players, but like the amount it allows endgame people to progress pretty much offsets any bonus that the new players have. Like they end up falling like a lot further behind just because of it. Yeah, honestly, the best place I think to be putting like double drops events. Actually, at this point, it's kind of hard to say. Like historically, the best place to be using double drops events is using like glitchy boss gum or other boss gums on like the final boss fight. But with like Sandstorm out, you don't need to do final boss as often. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe even like at this point, like one could make the argument that item drops are actually useless at this point for endgame. Just because, like, really there aren't any gums that players need so much more of. Like, endgame players at this point pretty much have enough of every single gum they need except for, like, boss gum, but they don't really have any place that's actually good to use boss gum. And so you're, like, pretty much grinding gum to just have, like, zero use out of it. At this point, I think really the only gum other than, like, boss gum that players use is glitchy lucky gum. And we're lagging a lot. Lovely. So, yeah. Which, yeah, glitchy lucky gum isn't, like... Glitchy lucky gum isn't, like, super useful. Like, you can use other lucky gums, and get a pretty similar luck boost. Since you can get so many gems, it's not really worth the time to actually grind for glitchy lucky gum in some respects. But yeah. I do wish they never brought back double item drops. I think it is a bit overpowered, but at the same time, I'm realizing now, like, endgame people don't really have a use for this much gums. Like, what are we going to do with having 50 million loot gums if we can only use one at a time? Yeah, grinding Remnant Zone isn't really worth it. I've heard some people say that, like, it can be decent. But I don't think the rates are quite worth it. Like, here we're basically multiplying the amount of glitchy loot gum we get by, like, 10 each time. Did I seriously get 5 nitro loot gums and 0 of any other useful gums from that rarity plus. That's annoying. But yeah, I think from now on we're just going to do a little bit of gum grinding. I'll probably actually end up doing like a pretty good giveaway for some like glitchy loot gums, maybe some lucky gums. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing some gum giveaways on my Discord server after this event's over, just because I'll have so much extras between this and the time I was grinding gums for mini guardians. So yeah, if you're interested in like getting a little bit of free gums, go ahead and join my Discord server. I'll probably end up posting it like later today. Also, talking about giveaways, guys, if you guys want a giveaway from my Discord server and you haven't claimed yet, please go ahead and send me a DM. I think one person out of the like 11 people that won something have actually sent me a DM and actually claimed it, which is just insane. But yeah, backdoor is just so much easier to grind, so much better rates. Also, what in the world is going on with this lag? Yeah, we're pretty much at half grinding we're pretty much at 3/4 grinding efficiency just because of the lag slowing us down. Like usually you're able to get 2 full cycles in the 2 minutes of a gum usage, but right now I'm barely getting 1.5. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and convert just to waste a little bit more time to allow my overcharge to come back up. But yeah, not claiming should be a permaban. I'm not quite that rude. Like you guys do get a little bit of leniency with giveaways, and like I know you guys have other stuff to do than claim giveaways. But like seriously, guys. Okay. I think I have gotten at this point 10 glitchy loot gums and 0 of any other like lucky gum, boss gum. Like that's just insanely unlucky. But yeah. Who knows? Who knows why it's being so unlucky? But yeah, there definitely should be some sort of punishment. Eventually, I'll end up re-rolling those giveaways, but it'll be like a month away, just because like if you guys are busy or something, I don't feel like re-rolling. But yeah, people really do need to start claiming before I do end up deciding to enforce stricter rules like permabans or something else silly like that. I won't permaban you guys for not claiming. That's definitely going to be a joke. The only reason I would permaban you is if you constantly enter giveaways and then ask me to re-roll. That gets on my nerves quite easily, just because like, why did you enter this giveaway if it isn't even useful to you? But whatever. For now, it's fine. Yeah, grinding gum is one of the interesting things to do in Ghost Simulator. Like, I don't even really know what I'm going to get out of grinding this much gum. Boss gum would be nice, to be honest. But, like, what would I even use boss gum for is one of the things I'm trying to think about. There really isn't too much of a reason for me to use it on Final, even though that is almost definitely the only thing that I've used for. I'm definitely not going to be using it on something like Guardian anymore, or... Also, my overcharge isn't working correctly for some reason. Yeah, I definitely won't be using it on, like, Guardian or Bow or any of the other bosses, so Final is pretty much the only option I have to really, that I would use it on, but I don't feel like grinding Final Boss at this point, so it'll be interesting to see if we even actually use some of the gum we grind this stream. If I was going to be one of the NPCs in Ghost Simulator, which one would I be? Green Knight. I really like the idea of Green Knight. Mysterious, peering around the places. But probably wouldn't be something like Green Knight. I'd be probably more of someone... Alright, we are actually doing this because I don't feel like actually waiting to convert. But yeah, I'd probably be more of some of the more cider quests. Something annoying like Jax or something. Or maybe Fern. Fern is actually a good quest. Where it's actually kind of long, but it actually has a good reward. Even though a lot of people kind of have ignored it. I don't know. Where it's a helpful quest, but hard to find. Would I still use it on event boss? It depends on the event. There are some events where it is useful to use it on it. But there's other events where it isn't useful. Really, it depends on how long each boss fight takes. Whether or not to use actual boss gum on it. Usually when it's a tower, it's not worth it. Even like last time when there was a single boss fight, because of how many got from completion of the tower, it wasn't worth it to use boss gum on it. But usually when there's like a single boss, it is actually going to be worth it to go ahead and use boss gum on it. Actually, though, the last event it was useful to use gum on, if I remember correctly, would have been the egg defense fight. And then maybe also the mini meep fight or whatever. Is it called meep? Is it meep? Whatever. The chicken in a go-kart with machine guns fight was probably useful to use boss gum on it. Also, I think for some reason, your overcharge ability is like really slowed down when you're lagging, which is actually annoying me right now, because I'm not able to use it at like the correct moments or anything, and it ends up just wasting a lot more time. Yeah, a lot of it matters on the event, whether you buy the event pass or not. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Also, we kind of need to convert between every single thing, because oh look, we got a glitchy boss gum and a glitchy lucky gum for once. Lovely, nice. Not a glitchy rift gum though. What was I saying? I have to convert between each time I do a session of this, because I'm finishing halfway through. I have to let my overcharge cool down. Although right now I do not know where my overcharge cooldown is at, just because like it did the visual glitch where it doesn't visually go off, but it actually goes off. So you do get the ghost drops, but you don't get like the timer reset, which will be interesting if this overcharges and doesn't actually drop ghosts. But it did, so we're fine. But yeah, one of the things that I was saying about double drops events is, yeah, it allows you to grind for 2 times like the... You get 2 times items in the same amount of time. But it's actually kind of a 3 times multiplier to the amount of boss drops you get. Because on top of being able to grind, get 2 times your drops from your bosses, you're actually also able to get boss gum 2 times quicker. That doesn't quite add up to a 4 times increase, but it does add up to a 3 times increase the amount of boss drops you can grind. So, in theory, the best use of these 2 times events is to go ahead and grind for like boss gums, and then go ahead and use those boss gums to grind for boss drops, and then end up getting like 3 times profit on like final boss keys and stuff like that. So, If you guys do want to make the best use out of this, that is the way to do it. Either going grinding gum like I am right now, or grinding gum and using boss gums on the final boss. That is actually regardless of whether or not you have double drops, or just the, or no game passes. You're still better off doing it just because it's the same sort of math. It's a little bit less useful just because other people are a little bit more, have a little bit of a head start on like grinding like bosses and stuff, but overall it should be a pretty similar rate, being able to get 3 times boss drops from bosses. Well, most bosses. Some bosses like bow boss are still going to be only a 2 times benefit because you aren't using gum on it. But anywhere where you can use gum, you get a 3 times benefit to how much you can grind. Same thing actually with loot gum, because you can use half the loot gum to get the same amount of loot gum. It pretty much allows you to grind 3 times faster for loot gums, but no one really does grind for loot gums too much. Loot gums is usually just the side profit of grinding for other gums, so yeah. We might actually be able to get a full cycle this time around, as long as I don't lag like right now or something. We should be able to actually get a full 2 cycle of all the ghosts in these 4 areas without like messing up or anything. Yeah, look at that. We have 5 seconds to spare, and we have all the ghosts. So that's the first full cycle we've done of. Yeah, that's actually ideally how you'd grind gum when you're grinding in backdoor, is be able to do that full two cycle in your 2 minutes of gum. It's not bad when you aren't lagging, but when you are lagging, it's pretty much impossible. That's kind of why I do it this way, just to maximize the amount of good drops I get, because this area and the Agents HQ are the best drops, so getting those done first basically means that the ghosts you are missing are the lesser rate ghosts. So the ghosts you do end up missing when you do end up not getting a full 2 cycles is going to end up being the ones that wouldn't give you as much items anyways. Yeah, overall this is a pretty simple grind path. It is very repetitive quickly, so I know when I was grinding it for the boss gums for grinding up for Mini Guardian, I was spending like I'd grind it for like a whole 2 gums, then convert those gums and then spend 5 minutes watching YouTube or something. It's not the most entertaining or thing to keep to as like grinding like for like a class or something where you can pretty easily stay motivated. It does get a little bit draining after a while, but yeah, it is what it is. Imagine, yeah, that would actually be kind of funny. If no one could complete the last quest. The thing is, if it was legitimately impossible, like you could find the find item but it wouldn't register, people would report that as a bug way too many times, and the developers would probably just get flooded with this quest is impossible. Whereas if it just kind of was a like it made you go find a find item that doesn't exist, or do something that do something that sounds like it is possible, but it isn't. Something like that, where it is actually kind of... Yeah, there we go. First, like, really good convert, and we end up getting 0 boss gums. Whatever. Do we have 1,000? How close are we to 1,000 glitchy loot gums? I kind of want to know. 958. My goodness. Yeah, we've been grinding for what, like 30 minutes or 15 minutes. Find the rainbow ring? Yes. So, something like that where it sounds like, okay, I just need to go look or something. And we'd get so many comments on it about Discord. Discord is just so weird sometimes. Like, new players will come in there asking for, like, the same thing over and over again. It used to be we'd get, like, constant questions about, like, Adam's phone. That's no longer a question. Now it's, like, Leo's key, stuff like that, or find items. Discord would be flooded with it, but at the same time, no one would be, like, bug reporting, like, oh, there is no rainbow ring. They just think they're just too stupid to actually find it. And the devs would just be trolling everyone, because, like, even the people who know how to play, or normally play, like, Ghost Similar would just be like, yeah, I have no idea. I've looked for it, but I haven't found it. What would end up happening is a tester would ask the devs, and the devs would just be like, I don't know, go find it. And then they'd end up, like, breaking. The devs would be like, okay, yeah, there is no find item. And then that person would end up spoiling the secret for everyone. But the whole community would be confused for the longest time. It'd be almost like a puzzle at that point, where no one's able to figure out the puzzle, but devs assure us that it is solvable. Yeah. Yeah, that is until someone, like, actually, like, does something weird and somehow finds it or something. Or they forget to, like, disable people skipping it, and so people just end up skipping it. Which would probably be just as bad as if... But yeah. Just joined. How was this questline? I really love the Mimi questline. Stuff like steal Luna's outfit, lick Adam's hoverboard. It's just weird stuff. I liked it. Obviously, it's a little bit quick. I do prefer to have a little bit more content to do on stream, so we have gone over to abusing the double drops event for once. Not for once. This is like the 4th time I've abused a double drops event. It's too overpowered. But yeah, it's a very Mimi questline. Oh wow, you actually have all the enchanted gums. That's actually pretty difficult. Like as I'm sitting right now, I have pretty much 0 of all the enchanted gums, just because, like, I've never really grinded any of it. And, like, enchanted rift gum you actually have to get lucky for. It's not something you can just go grind for. Like, even, like, glitchy rift gum you can't really grind for. Also, I kind of want to see how bad Remnant World is for grinding gums. So I think once we use this gum, we'll convert, then do a 2-minute grind session, see how many gums we can get from 2 minutes of backdoor, then go see how much gum we can get from 2 minutes of Remnant World. Because I have a feeling Remnant World isn't as bad as I'm thinking, but at the same time, it's still much worse than, like, backdoor. So I kind of want to see how bad it truly is, just so I have some numbers to throw out when people do ask about it. So I can be like, oh yeah, you get half the gum, and the gum's only 25% better. So why in the world would you, it's actually 33% better, but, you know, allow me to go with my silly numbers. But yeah. And then I can, like, you know, actually point out why people should never really grind backdoor or Remnant World. Alright. We'll just grab this for sakes. It's 300. Yeah, no, if you actually get 300, that's not that. Oh, we got another glitchy boss gum. All right, now we'll do a full 2-minute cycle of a single glitchy loot gum for here, and then we'll go ahead and see how many gums we get, and then I'll go see how much we do get if we do this in Remnant Zone. Obviously, this is going to be a one trial thing, so there might be a little bit of unluckiness that we could get in like one of these areas over the other. It is 2 minutes, so it is like, I don't know, what is that? Almost 100 ghosts, so there is a bit of RNG that will cancel out. It isn't like we're just taking one ghost drop or something like that. We are getting a bit of ghost drops. But we still can get a little bit luckier in some cases than others, so, yeah. It is going to be one trial. Yeah, Remnant Zone is also a bit bigger is one of the problems. So traveling between it will take a little bit longer. But that is factored into grinding. I don't know the pathing on Remnant Zone though. So that's probably the one thing you could improve is figure out a better pathing than whatever I'll end up using for it. But yeah, for the most part though, it should be pretty telling to see what the difference is in gum amounts per 2 minutes. Yeah, more distance travel will add a bit more time to grind. That's the thing. Eventually you can path out that difference. But for the most part, though, it should be still pretty similar comparisons. Probably the biggest difference is not being able to use overcharge in, like, Remnant Zone. Like, that allows me to clear, what, like, 9 ghosts instantly. Whereas in Remnant Zone, I'd have to vacuum all 9 individually. Not that there's really a good place to overcharge in Remnant Zone, but yeah. But yeah, this is a pretty good 2-minute for loot gum in Remnant, or in alright. Now the question is, do I actually convert this or do I just keep the number? Alright, 98. So pretty much 100 gums. Yeah, I can keep track of that. 100 gums per 2 minutes of grinding in Backdoor. Both will have 2 times item drops, so I don't need to worry about calculating for that. But yeah. Ooh, 3 times the glitchy lucky gum. Let's go see how that works in Remnant Zone. Oh no, wait, sorry, I was doing math wrong. Yeah, 300 was a bit over, I was thinking. Maybe 300 items, but not 300 gums. Anyways, let's go see what 2 minutes of loot gum in Remnant Zone will give us. I'm expecting somewhere around like 30 to 40, which is horrible. If you get somewhere between like 70, if I get somewhere between like 70 and 80, it's actually better. If it's like 50, it's actually not horrible, but 30 to 40 is probably what I'm expecting. Yeah, the other thing we don't have is any teleport. So there really isn't a good place to like start or end or something. Like we're in Backdoor, we have a very good, very concrete cycle where you teleport to this place and then you go ahead and grab it. Also, where's our... Where's our graphics quality? Let's turn that down. Because I have a feeling that will definitely not help. But yeah, I don't really know where to start here. I would guess that you don't want to be grabbing like these ghosts. I don't know, we'll see. My guess would be you'd start up here, just grab all of these ghosts walking down. Like all of them. Come out here and then go grab one side of this, go grab the other side. Yeah, I don't know. Again, this might not be the most efficient possible. I'm going to try to be as efficient as possible. But this is going to be one of those things where I am not sure on a path for this. And it isn't like very clear to me like where a path would even like start. But yeah, I think for now this is not going to be the worst path in the world to be grabbing all the stuff like this. The only thing I don't know is, actually, we're going to have to sell, aren't we? Yeah, and if we sell, we're probably better off starting in this area, than... Alright, we'll go ahead and sell now. Then go ahead and go through... Yeah, this is the problem. You have no teleport, so you have to go, like, hoverboard all the way through. So you pretty much are having to start here, I guess. I was thinking maybe you could do a 2-minute cycle, similar to Backdoor, where you just kind of sell at the end. But it looks like that's not going to be the case. Which means that this is definitely not going to be a very good example of grinding in Remnant Zone. Also, we are going to have some items anyways left over, so being able to go ahead and convert those is going to need it anyways. So this was a test run. We aren't going to use this number, otherwise it's going to be a really biased number. But yeah, this isn't looking too great for it. Based on my test trial, not even getting through 5 areas. Alright, we'll go ahead and sell. Convert our gums just so we have a 0 starting rate. No, that's the crafting station. Gum machine. Next Ghost Sim update is Easter event. I mean, it's on Good Friday. Yeah, it's probably going to be the case if they do an Easter event this year. Yeah, look at that. Look at how many blue ribbons I had. That definitely would have skewed my results. Yeah, that number is not going to be taken into consideration. 90. All right, now we need to figure out an actual strategy. I think for an actual strategy for grinding gum in Enchanted, you'd probably almost certainly want to start here. Grab all of these ghosts, then come over. Lovely, I'll grab that one. I know it just respawned, but then probably go ahead and just go through the center here. Like going out of your ways for those islands actually seems like it's not going to be super helpful. Probably best to just grab all these ghosts while you're coming here, and then turn around and then go through the main hall of this area, and then go down like one of the sides, sell, come back there, go down the other side, something like that. Yeah. I imagine that this was probably going to be your best strategy. Actually, using some like glitchy nitro loot gum is actually not going to be horrible, I guess. Oh, we got stuck. Yeah, I imagine this is probably one of your better routes. Obviously the routing could go a little bit better. But I imagine something similar to this would be the best way to grind. Maybe add it like glitchy nitro loot gum, as I was saying, instead of loot gum, and you could get a bit more. But yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there are definitely some improvements you could do on this route, but I think this is a pretty fair outcome, all things considered. Like, we are making a pretty good use out of this gum. Alright. 0 drops. Wouldn't it even matter? Hello, Arash. Alright, we'll go ahead and sell that. And now let's see how much gums we have from that. So yeah, this was 2 minutes of gum from grinding in Remnant World. From 2 minutes of gum in Backdoor, we managed to get 100 gums, more or less. 2 minutes now of grinding in Remnant World nets us 25 gums. So it's 4 times better to be grinding in Backdoor than Remnant Zone based on this. Yeah, I don't even think routing could like double that number. So as it stands, it's like I would say it's over 3 times better to be grinding in Backdoor than Remnant World. So yeah. Obviously, there's a little bit of pathing that you can improve if you use like glitchy nitro gum. You may double that number so you can get 50 gums per cycle. But like, even that is not like a super insane increase. Also, I think we got a single drop of blue ribbons from that entire grind, even though I visited this area like 4 times. So maybe we just got unlucky, but I think that's enough to show you guys that Remnant World is seriously not worthwhile. Yeah, we may have got unlucky, but at the same time, if we got unlucky there, we grinded like 60 or 70 ghosts. So if we get 60 or 70 ghosts and we still got unlucky, that must still be a probable outcome if it's with that many ghosts. But yeah, that's why I'm going to stick to grinding in Backdoor, where it can actually get a decent amount of stuff. But yeah. $35 gums in one glitchy gum. Yeah, I could believe a 35 with a decent, with like a little bit better routing. But like as I was saying, like 50 is like the bare minimum you need, where you're getting like half the gum amounts. Since it is slightly better, you can get away with a little bit less. But like you need to be getting like, in my opinion, you need to be getting like 75 at least. For it to actually be better. Like you could make an argument for 50, but you're going to be needing to get like 75. And as it stands now, that's just super low, only being able to get like 25 to 40. But yeah, if you guys have like a better routing idea, like share that with me. I'd be interested to see if I could actually do like a actual good route in there. Because like the thing about Backdoor is you can get a full 2 cycles without having to fill up your backpack, whereas in there you're going to have to sell. There is no doubt about that. Once I did my first cycle, you are going to have to sell in the middle. And that is going to drain like a lot of your time moving over. Maybe once they add the teleport, it'll be a little bit faster. So yeah, maybe once they add the teleport, people will be able to create a good cycle. But right as it stands right now, even with that, I think the most you're going to be able to get is like 60 with a good teleport, glitchy nitro loot gum. Yeah. This is also with like a 2x drops event, so normally you'd be getting like 30, which I don't even know if 30 is enough to replenish your loot gum usage. I believe it would be, but like you're pushing it if you aren't even getting 30. Yeah, Easter's almost certainly coming next event, if they do an Easter event. They may not end up doing an Easter event. I've been kind of surprised at how many of Easter events they have done. Like Easter isn't like one of the big updates for them, like Halloween and Christmas are. Like, yes, they do usually have an update for Easter, but I have a feeling that's like one of the first updates that they'll end up not doing. Just because it's a little bit more, I don't know, people don't have time off during Easter, whereas people usually have time off during Christmas. So not as many plays during Easter. Generally, other games are going to have Easter updates too, so yeah, but who knows? They'll probably have one, but I could understand if they decide not to do Easter updates anymore. Although Max saw some. Oh, Max actually commented on this Easter event. Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to Discord too much recently, so if like devs have been making comments about the Easter update already, I'm oblivious to them. Also, you probably know some stuff that we don't about the Easter update, like you're probably like making the map or something, or at least some of the pets. Actually, there's probably some accepted concept arts that hint that there is going to be an Easter update now that I think about it. I think we'll probably end up like getting like 4 if we get like 4 glitchy boss gums, I kind of want to go use those glitchy boss gums on a final fight, just to actually make use out of like this boss event, because that's a pretty good use of time. It's about 15 minutes per boss fight, and I'll be able to get 8 times drops from it with the double drops event. So even if I don't really need more dev classifieds since Sandstorm's out for those stats, I still feel like it is a good use of my time to be grinding, using some time in the final boss. So if we do end up getting like 1 or 2 more glitchy boss gums, we'll probably switch over to doing a few final fights. Get like 64 or so of those boss drops. Use all 64 keys or something this stream, maybe. Just make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe end up getting like all the 3 dev classifieds we're missing somehow. Yeah. I should actually go build. Have fun gum grinding heist. Yeah. It's going to be interesting gum grinding. It's definitely one of those things that I don't really need to do, but I feel like doing at this point. So yeah. I'm assuming you're building the Easter event, and so you can't talk about it, or even confirm you are building the Easter event just based on timing. But yeah, good luck. Add in like a random purple behind a rock or an egg or something. That would be so silly if there was actually one of those in the Easter event. Maybe not a purple, maybe like a pug, just to be a little bit more significant to everyone. Like Easter eggs like that, no one's really expecting, is going to be kind of funny, especially if it isn't like used as a find item, because it's just something weird that's sitting there and like everyone will find it, but like no one will really think other people will find it. So yeah, I don't know. Hiding Easter eggs is always weird, I think, because you have to balance out. Like, there are some Easter eggs that I'm sure in Ghost Simulator we haven't found yet. And then there's others that, like, everyone sees, like the, Wegarx? Is it Wegarx, or is it some other person that's in the, outside of the bonus biome in Ghost World? I've been planning on putting 2 really subtle Easter eggs in this build, actually. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. But yeah, as I was saying, there's always that balance of putting Easter eggs where, like, you have to make sure people can find it. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time putting in an Easter egg. But if you make it too obvious, everyone just ignores it anyways. Because like, oh yeah, that's interesting, and everyone can see it. Just as long as it isn't like a puzzle Easter egg, like where no one understands it and no one figures it out in the 4 weeks of the Easter event, we're good. Definitely not saying puzzles are bad, it's just the way they've been implemented in Ghost Simulator's bad. But yeah, good luck with that. I'll try to find them if I can. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, there's almost no way we're actually getting up this ladder before our gum runs out. This is a problem with, like, Roblox physics and stuff. Like, you're lagging, the timer will go down at normal speed, but you are actually, like, limited in speed to, like, your frame rate and stuff. So it's actually really obnoxious when you're lagging. I'm biased towards that purple idea. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, I don't even remember how long we grinded, but we have 328 gums, so I'll go ahead and take that. 8 glitchy lucky gums. Perfect. Yeah, how much glitchy lucky gums do I have now? And how long will I be able to grind for, like, Sandstorm? I have 120 glitchy lucky gums, which means I can do 4 hours of Sandstorm grinding, which is around 8 Sandstorms. Lovely. Yeah, that's like perfect. No, but seriously, in all honesty, like, gum drops is so overpowered with this spot, with, like, lucky gum, I think. That's why you play at 2000 FPS, it makes you faster. Oh, nice. That's actually a good strategy. Maybe I should turn my stream quality up to 20 FPS. or to 2000 FPS. I'm sure increasing my FPS by 100 times will definitely not make me lag or anything like that. Yeah, no, I stream at 20 FPS because, as you guys can see, like, I am barely above 20 FPS on Roblox when I'm not lagging, so it kind of maximizes me lagging and using resources, so yeah. My webcam's actually, I think, 30 FPS, so it's a 20 FPS stream is pretty good. I could, in theory, I guess, bump it up to 30 FPS, but then I end up, like, lagging a bit more. It's one of those things where, like, capping your FPS, it's like, oh, why would I cap my FPS at, like, 60 when I can get, like, 120 sometimes? Yeah, until you end up getting, like, 120 and then alternating with 30, and it's just so much worse than if you just capped it at 60 and we're at a constant 60. So, yeah. Also, we're pretty much one-shotting every single ghost in Backdoor, which is kind of funny. It'll be funny if we ever actually get ghosts in, like, Ghost Simulator, which don't get one-shot at this point. Like, I don't know. I haven't, like, there's only one ghost at this point I don't one-shot in Ghost Simulator. And that's the Ram Ghosts and the, wait, are they actually called Ram Ghosts? Yeah, they're actually called Ram Ghosts, aren't they? In the Agents HQ. All the ghosts in, like, Remnant Zone have one shot. Like, no problems whatsoever. So it'll be interesting if we ever get ghosts that we can't one shot anymore. Skill issue. Yeah! Definitely a skill issue that my computer isn't able to handle 2000 FPS. Alright, I don't feel like converting. Just be, like, you know, really kind to me, Gun Machine, and give me, like, 2 glitchy boss gums so I can switch over to doing, like, nope. Oh, 5 glitchy lucky gums, though. I guess I'll take that. Yeah, I think we'll get 1 more glitchy boss gum, then go switch over to final boss grinding. Yeah, I don't know what FPS you need to be actually moving smoothly on Roblox. Obviously, after a certain FPS, you are still limited in your speed to real time, but it is kind of annoying when you're running at 2 FPS and you're literally moving like 1 stud a second. And you're like, game, I mean, I can move faster than this if you just gave me a few more FPS. It's kind of obnoxious. There we go. I play on 60 FPS. Yeah. 60 FPS is definitely going to be better than 3 FPS. Or 1 FPS. Just give me some boss gums. Also, the amount of advanced parts that I have at this point is just insane. I don't remember what I had before I started the stream, but like I'm at 65,000 advanced parts. Yeah. Those aren't going to go anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, playing on a laptop, obviously I'm not going to have as great as performance as if I was like playing on like a computer. But my laptop does good for everything I need it to do. Like, the fact that it can handle streams is actually probably fine enough for me. Yeah, as I say, like, two times drops, combined with all the endgame things people have, like glitchy loot gum, double item drops, game pass, it's just super overpowered and broken for endgame, and barely benefits the new people, like, at all. Yeah, there's probably a reason that I don't like fast-paced games. Other than that, I'm bad at, probably because I'm bad at them because I have such a slow PC. It's probably not that I don't like them. It's probably just me not being good at them making me not like them. But yeah, I don't really play a lot of fast-paced games because I do have kind of a slower PC. So. Although, you know what does decrease my lag on Ghost Simulator is when I like close OBS and Chrome and all those stuff that do take up a lot of more resources. I can usually pretty easily like yeah, if I closed all those now, I'd end up like completely stopping the stream. So we aren't going to do that. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and like once we're done with this cycle, go ahead and just use the whatever glitchy boss gums we have on the final fight. We have at least 2 that we got from previously grinding, so shouldn't be too much of an issue just to use those. But yeah, even if we can get like 1 or 2 more, that would be perfect. Have you ever become rich? You'll buy me a $3,000 gaming PC. Yeah, that's definitely what I need right now is a $3,000 gaming PC. Because I'm sure like the 5 of you watching really care that the quality of my Ghost Simulator is above 20 FPS. Nah, I don't really think I need anything better than what I have right now. I need to actually make good content first before that really matters. But yeah, all right, we'll go ahead and finish up these ghosts, then go turn all of our items into gum. Pray to get like global leaderboard, daily leaderboard. Yeah, that's good. We aren't on the daily leaderboard. It'd be kind of interesting if we were on the daily leaderboard with like 50,000 or 50 billion ectoplasm from like 1 or 2 cycles in the Remnant world. Where are we going? We're going here. There we go. We'll convert all of this. 168. Oh, we actually got 2 glitchy boss gums. Oh, that's perfect. I said we're going for 4, so we are actually going for 4 apparently. Yeah, guys, I have no idea how that works. But yeah, we'll go spend now the next hour grinding some bosses in Bloxbed HQs, get some final bosses done. Get 64, I think, keys, and then go use those all on chests, because that is obviously the best idea. Also, we'll go ahead and equip the scum. But yeah, this should give us 64 keys, which is pretty much a 0% chance at getting a dev classified, which is all we actually care about at this point. Also, we have a few lucky loot bags, so let me use some of those. Yeah. So yeah, and this will probably take us an hour, and then we'll go ahead and use the keys, and then we'll call it good for this stream. But this is definitely a very productive use of this 2x events, double drops event. Getting ourselves basically 64 keys in a third of the time it normally takes to get 64 keys. Usually to get 64 keys, you end up having to grind 8 gum and 8 bosses, which is a lot longer than 4 gum and 4 bosses. And also even more so because like our 4 gum took half the time. Yeah, it's just super weird grinding gum. Also, hopefully this final boss didn't break. I don't think it has. I don't think it will, just because, like, yeah, it might break. We did skip the cutscene. Basically what we're doing is we're waiting for that dude to do its swing attack, and if it just randomly disappears, then, that means we have glitched the boss and we need to, like, switch servers. If it doesn't, though, we are good to go, and we can go ahead and continue with the boss fight. So yeah, we pray that this boss fight didn't, for some reason, break. It may have, but hopefully it hasn't. Alright. There we go. Yeah, that attack won't break the fight. It will just go back to its normal position. What we're really waiting for is the swing attack. Or this thing to break and see if we can actually do damage. We can actually do damage, so we actually don't have a glitched boss fight. That's perfect. Which means we didn't waste a minute of our time sitting in a I was doing damage to you. You're fine. Alright. Yeah, there are some times where you do get hit by a attack and you end up like taking a lot longer to get up than others. And I don't understand that from like a coding perspective either. Like, why do sometimes you're able to get up instantly and re-equip your vacuum and start shooting, and then other times you're sitting there for like 10 whole seconds or whatever? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't understand how that would happen. Also, this time we won't skip the first cutscene, because that did cause it to break. Alright. I think we're going to have to switch servers after every time I defeat the boss too. Actually, I didn't need to completely exit. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Did I? I don't know. We'll go ahead and do another boss. Yeah. This time we'll not skip the cutscene so we don't end up running into that same bug. Also, it's really, really satisfying to see this overall game completion at 100% every time I open up my inventory. Like, I just find that super nice. Also, how are my sandstorms doing level-wise? Like, I've had my sandstorms for a while now. Oh, they're at level 8 and 9, respectively. Nice. I've had them for a while now, but like getting these things leveled up is actually kind of insane. And as you guys can see, even at like level 8, they're actually still slightly, or even at level 9, they're slightly worse than dev classified. So, yeah. And yeah, again, we're not going to be voting to skip because that did cause a problem. So, we're just going to pray that this time is worth it. But yeah, there are so many glitches in the final boss fight that we're kind of going through a landmine grinding it. This should pretty much get rid of the most noticeable one, but yeah. How many times do I need to beat the Great Guardian to get the mini version of it? You need 250 keys. So that's 250 times if you only get 1 key per drop. But if you can get like 8, or if you're grinding right now and you can get 16 keys per drop, that number goes down like a lot. Yeah, let's divide by 16. So instead of having to do 250, you only have to do what, like 16? 8? Yeah, you only have to, no, you'd have to do 16 fights. But yeah, that's if you have glitchy boss gum, and you're grinding it right now with the double boss drops game pass, which is kind of unlikely. So yeah, most likely you're going to have to do like 100 to 250 of it. Also, are we supposed to have music during this place, or is it normally this quiet? So why are we lagging this much? Oh, there we go. Like, we were getting the same amount of FPS, but our game was just lagging. Alright. Yes, I do want to break this one. Thank you. Then we'll break this one. Yeah, okay. This boss fight is probably going to hopefully go well. Probably going to go well since we didn't skip, so. There we go, broke that. Now we'll go ahead and do an overcharge to do 10% damage. And then continuous shooting it, and then get hit by a sword attack. Yeah, that sword attack, I don't know. I always get hit by that sword attack. Like, even if I'm a ways away from it, it always feels like I'm not able to dodge it. Also, I think we missed some damage because we were getting hit by that sword attack. But yeah, overall, it doesn't really matter too much if we do miss a lot of damage on this. Like, we are going to be able to defeat it in enough time, regardless of how bad we are at it. Like, as long as you're keeping shooting the final boss, you pretty much can't lose this fight. You have, like, plenty of time on both phases to be able to get through it. This final boss music, though, is really insane. I love it. But yeah, I've done this final boss, like, I don't know, at least 100 times. Probably close to like 150 times at this point. So, it's pretty much just auto pilot at this point in the fight. Like, that destroys. That's like 2 shots away from destroying. We'll shoot this thunder down until it destroys. That one's like 5 shots or something. Alright, there, that one's done. Alright, I'm not keeping track correctly, but whatever. There's that one, and there's that one. And now eyes come up. Yeah, I'm really surprised they've kept coming out with these double drops events. Like, they've been so broken since like the first time they came out. Or I guess since Gum came out, they're broken. But like, even luck events came out once with Gum out, and then never again until they got balanced recently. So yeah, it's interesting to see that we've got these so many times, despite it just being as broken as Lucky Gums or as Lucky events. And like the first time Lucky events come back after that, they've got patched. I just find it really weird that the developers did that. Also, this laser attack is really annoying when you're solo. Like it's dodgeable, but just barely. Also, I can't be bothered to dodge that attack like most of the time. I just usually run around like a hamster and hope for the best. Oh, lovely. Now we keep it. Lucky Cats you actually get with the Lucky Eyes, or Lucky Vision rebirth perk. It's different than the Ghostly Vision. Or is it Lucky Eyes? Yeah, it's Lucky Eyes, not Lucky Vision. You can actually get it prior to getting the rebirth perk by overcharging in backdoor. So if you know where the ghost spawns, you can actually follow the spawns and just overcharge, which allows you to go ahead and get the Lucky Cats earlier. They're a really good stat pet though, so yeah, if you can and you haven't rebirthed yet, it's a pretty good option for getting before you rebirth. Yeah, you thought you're invincible when you're doing that fight. You aren't. Oh no, our NPCs are gone. It would be such a shame. Yeah, as I said, it is possible to dodge that laser attack if you're solo. It isn't like super helpful unless you're shooting the boss, because you aren't able to really shoot any of the pillars or eyes once you're inside it, since your camera is kind of blocked by it. But yeah, it is actually possible to dodge them, for anyone who didn't know. Very similar to the other lasers, like we aren't going to be able to dodge it now just because it's going a little bit faster. It is a bit RNG, as I said, or as you guys can see, it's a bit RNG. Sometimes the laser moves faster than other times, but if it is moving slowly, you can usually walk around underneath it and be able to dodge it. Oh, lovely. Yeah, there was none of those within reach. Ghostly Vision is kind of bad. Ghostly Vision allows you more mini-boss options for Yoko, which is actually probably the most useful part of it. Basically, you can go ahead and use those use those bags, or use those bosses for that. But yeah, now that you can grind gems in other ways, actually the Ghostly Vision bags are actually pretty much useless. Like, you can get good mythicals and stuff from them and, like, cool classified boards. But boards are always cosmetic, and the pets that you get from them are the same stats as Lucky Cats. And Lucky Cats are just easier to grind anyway, so why grind for a harder to get item that requires you to have game passes when you can grind for something like Lucky Cats where you don't need game passes, you don't need gum, and you get one from each no matter what. Yeah, it's so much better if you're free to play to grind for like Lucky Cats than Ghostly Vision stuff. Because of that one set drop. Yeah. Really the only helpful at this point. It used to be helpful for Ghostly Vision because of their bags. They worked with like glitchy rift gum. People would go ahead and use tons of, like, thousands of bags with a glitchy rift gum to get like billions of gems. But now, because of how easy it's been made to get those billions of gems in just normal grinding from bosses and stuff, it's pretty much not done anymore. So no one actually ever really does grind for no one really grinds Ghostly Vision bags anymore. Like, I have a few thousand, but I'm never really going to use those. Like, even if I do end up using them with my glitchy rift gum, I'm going to end up only getting like a maybe 3 or 4 billion gems, whereas I can get 3 to 4 billion gems much quicker than grinding a few thousand bags. Like, at the minimum, a few thousand bags will take you 500 hours to grind. 500 hours? That's not right. 500 minutes. 500 minutes? No, it's 1,000 minutes, so that's divided by 60. It's like 20 hours. Yeah, that's like 20 hours of grinding for 4 billion gems. Whereas in 20 hours, I can get 4 billion gems in like 20 minutes. 30 minutes of grinding. So it's a really slow method to get gems now. But yeah, it used to be super overpowered, or it used to be decent. Now it's really only useful for when you're doing like boss quests, being able to have alternative bosses. Oh yeah, it's really pay to win with some of the game passes. I've been suggesting for a while that some of them get changed, like the item drops for sure. I've been suggesting for like a few years now for it to be changed to be additive instead of multiplicative, because that would actually balance stuff. But that has not happened, and I don't think it ever will. So we are stuck with how it is right now. Hello, 5-Seer. Yeah, I'm not going to remember that you asked me to call you something else. I can't even remember what it was. I do remember that you asked me to just call you, like, I don't know, like Eli or Levi or... Yeah, I don't remember. Something along those lines. It had an L in it and an E, I think. I should probably stop talking. Pretty sure it was Ian. Yes, okay, Ian, that was what it was. Thank you, Deadpool, for reminding me. But yeah, I'm not going to remember that. Anyways, this boss should be going down around like the 55-second mark left. Unless we're down here for like 2,000 seconds. $52. We'll go ahead and use a gum. And then we'll go ahead and get 16 drops from it. And then we'll do that 3 more times, and we'll have an insane amount of drops. I cannot stress to you guys how overpowered double drops is with grinding bosses. Like, it's fine with grinding gum, because it is only 2 times when you're grinding gum. But if you're grinding gum to go use on bosses, you're getting a 3 times multiplier instead of a 2 times multiplier. It's just insane how that works out math-wise. So, I'm going to need to go grab some water because right now, water bottle's empty. So, yeah. We're going to go ahead, exit out of this, start the timer, and since we have like 2 minutes of time to spare with the cutscene and this stupid fight beginning timer, we have plenty of time for me to go fill up some water. So yeah, I'll be back. Alright, we're back. But yeah, this is... For anyone wondering about my other Blocks by Keys unboxing, this is pretty much how I've done it every single time. I went during these double drops events, grinded an insane amount of keys with boss gums, and yeah. I need to remember not to skip. Don't skip, Joel, that will break the fight. Also, this fight might even be bugged anyways, but we'll see. Stay alert. La la la. Also, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be some sort of music during this. And I don't know why there isn't. Also, why can I select... Why can I select some random... Is Theoxia a ghost? Why can I vacuum you? Oh, and I can also select Mackie, too. Oh. And Rowan. Alright, none of these guys are ghosts. Yeah, I don't know why I can select some random spots, to be honest, in this fight. It's kind of weird. Apparently some spots it shows the icon for where you can, like, shoot at it. And then you just, like, can't or something. I'm assuming it's some sort of, like, pieces of final boss being, like, scattered around places. But, like, I don't really have any idea. Ow. I really should not have got hit by that, but I did. So now we have to wait, like, a few seconds to get our vacuum back. Alright, whatever. We'll just hover here, shooting this. Yeah, that's interesting. You think I'd be tired of this final boss music after doing it hundreds of times? But like, this final boss music's like just super good. Perfect. I don't know. That feeling of beating the boss, as you like get, or one of the best feelings I think, is when you do defeat the boss, like right after getting hit by the grab attack. Like during Guardian, like that grab attack does a lot of damage. So if you're able to like defeat the boss as you're grabbed, it just feels super satisfying to just like dodge an attack without actually dodging it, just because the shield goes down or something. So same thing there where like I kind of got hit, but the boss ended up dying anyways. So also we're going to get hit. We're getting comboed right now by this fight. We've got like 3 shots on a pillar. It's not. I'm not doing too great right now, but all right. This attack week though we can dodge. Yeah. Because that attack uses like your current velocity plus your current location, you can actually usually just go in a circle and it'll make sure all the things go out around you. So it's a pretty easy one to dodge as long as you're moving. Just don't stand still and you should be fine, or head in the same direction. Basically, you need to be accelerating. Also, that attack for some reason, I don't know. The hand attack, it feels like sometimes, I'm sure you guys have noticed this too. Sometimes that hand attack, it lasts a lot longer than other times. Like sometimes it like goes at you for like a second. It feels like it doesn't even reach the spot you're at to begin with. And then it goes back. And then other times it's like chasing you for like a good 10 seconds. This fight in general just feels like kind of scuffed in a way. Like some of the attacks are just super hard to avoid, like the laser attacks. Then other attacks are just kind of meaningless. Other attacks are just super annoying, like when it goes up into the ceiling. I don't know. It's definitely a fight. I like it, but there are parts of it that just feel super scuffed. Phase 2 done. Wait, you're actually finding hackers in Ghost Simulator? I've seen like one person, I think, at my whole time like actually hacking, and it was literally just fly hacking, which does absolutely nothing in Ghost Simulator. Yeah, I don't know. There's really not much you can actually do to hack to improve yourself in Ghost Simulator that I can think of. Yeah, if you do find people that are like obviously hacking, there's a ticket system that I have in the Discord. If you can join their Discord, that they usually handle stuff with. So if you have like a small video, like a 5-second video of someone like actually legitimately flying, not like hoverboard or jetpack or something like that flying. You guys know how Roblox flying works, where they just kind of stay in one spot. But yeah. No, I don't know. There's really not much in Ghost Simulator where you can actually like hack to improve yourself. Like you might be able to like script or something, which I don't know how that works, so I can't say if that will actually be helpful, but like that'd be like the most helpful you could actually do in Ghost Simulator. Yeah, Roblox isn't known for being the most secure thing for most secure, not allowing people to hack. Yeah, it's not super secure. Like it's easy enough to go like into it and like change some of the variables and stuff, client side, and be able to mess with some things. I think one of the only ones I do know about is like you're able to adjust your speed, I think, like incredibly easily in the game. So if there's a game where it's like, oh, if you can speed yourself up, you improve like so much. You can actually pretty easily do that unless like a developer actually sets up some sort of auto speed gauging system. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know too much about scripts. I'd imagine game passes and like badges and stuff should be pretty secure, because that's like all Roblox side. Maybe if like devs set them up weirdly, it might be possible, but like I think for the most part, some of that stuff should be good. But yeah, that sort of stuff would definitely get you banned. If you're like actually hacking, even if you aren't affecting your own gameplay, would probably get you banned. Hacking in general and Go Simulator is pretty much an instant ban. Macroing's instant ban, or macroing probably isn't an instant ban. It's more of probably a warning than an instant ban. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know how scripting works in Roblox, so I can't really answer too many of those questions. I do know from what I've been working on, I've been working like game myself, that I am not super confident about what Roblox has access to security-wise and what I have to do myself on my game. And I am fairly sure I'm being a little bit too secure and then not knowing what I actually need to secure. Okay. That's annoying. Just don't get hit. There we go. We're fine. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm fairly sure you can't just script stuff into your inventory in games. I feel like that's one of those things that you definitely can't do, like, in any game on Roblox. Or, like, strip stuff into a data store or anything like that. I'm fairly sure that's completely off limits. But looking at it, I'm like, if that's off limits, then a lot of other stuff is actually pretty secure, too. I don't know. Wait, we didn't get any of this attack last time we were doing the boss fight. I am reminded at how annoying this attack is. Yeah, teleporting is definitely something you can do pretty easily, I think. Collecting ghosts, I mean, obviously you can click on them, but you can probably even do something a little bit more creative. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's best not to know too much of that. You aren't going to be able to use it really, and it doesn't really matter too much. Also, we're definitely going to get hit by any attack this boss decides to do, but, you know, we should be fine. Like, it's what, like 5-6 shots away from death at this point, so it's going to go down pretty soon anyways. Yes, that is the most useful use of an enchanted boss gum, is to get 20 bags from this Mini King, from Mini King. I'm assuming you're just trolling, because no one would actually do that, because, like, why in the world would you spend a enchanted boss gum on anything other than Final Boss, or maybe Guardian, but, yeah. Yeah, JK, it was 20 bags in Final. Yeah. Yeah. If you actually... Okay. To be fair... Dino isn't the worst one to use it on. You could use it on like Anomaly or a boss chest or something. That would be much worse than Dino. Dino, at least you have Mini King that you can get and a Wings of Duality. That you can also get, so it's not horrible. You do have some useful items there. But yeah, for the most part, like, no one's going to be using, no one, alright. People can. But you aren't, it's super inefficient to use Gum on anything other than a Mega Boss fight, just because of time. Alright. We're kind of getting wrecked right now by the boss. Alright. This is like a 43 second, I think. Maybe even a 30. Boss defeation. Oh, 50? Wow, okay. We'll go ahead and use another glitchy boss gun. There we go. 32 out of the 64 keys I wanted to get done. 32 more to go. And then we'll go open all of these and hopefully get a dev classified. We're not getting dev classified, people. That's a joke, but I wouldn't be the first one to get a dev classified in under 100 keys if I do get it. There have been people that have got way luckier than I would if I got this. But yeah, double boss drops is just insane. Or double drops in general is just insane for endgame people. I don't think I can quite clearly detail just how overpowered it is for grinding like this. Like I can say, yeah, it's 3 times faster than normal. But I don't think you guys understand how fast 3 times faster than normal is when we're already going like 4 times faster than normal. Seriously. Yeah, compare this to someone who's just grinding Final Boss. I'm getting 16 keys per 15 minutes. Usually you spend 15 minutes and get 1 key. I'm pretty much doing a fight every minute in terms of how many keys I get. It's insane how good this is. In terms of that time efficiency, like, this is why dev classifieds are as common as they are, I'm fairly sure. Like, the amount of grinding that you can do during these double drops events on these final boss is just insane. Anyways. Yeah. I need to remember not to vote to skip, because that breaks the fight. More likely than not. I hate this cutscene, guys. I really wish I could skip it, but I can't. Speed them and take back our home. Just risk it. It's not worth it at this point, guys. I lose a whole 3 minutes. And I gain, okay. If I vote to skip, I either gain 30 seconds, or I lose like 2.5 minutes. And at this point I think the last like 5 times I've skipped, it's broken. So I'm fairly sure it's 100% chance of breaking. It might be less, but even if it's like a 20% chance of breaking, it still isn't worth it. Just based off of how much time I lose. It would be nice if it was like actually fixed and we could actually vote to skip, but we can't. Am I even shooting? I love how it's done that attack 3 times in a row now and I haven't even had a move. Yeah, that's the thing about like a lot of finals attacks. Like either they're so brain dead you don't even need a move, or they're like almost impossible to dodge. There's very little in between where you actually have to think about dodging an attack. Also, it's kind of funny, like some of these abilities that you get taken away, like the hoverboard, or not the hoverboard, like the jetpack. Occasionally, people come in here without the jetpack, and so it's like kind of just a meaningless thing to even take away. And like same thing, like taking away the NPCs, taking away your UI, taking away the world. Like literally, the only thing that actually gets taken away that everyone has in this is usually that's even helpful is like the hoverboard. Like other than that, it's usually like kind of meaningless, like the other ones that you lose. Like, yeah, it's kind of meaningful to the story to lose the NPCs, but like, not really. It doesn't affect the game at all. Like, even though it looks like they're shooting, they aren't actually doing any damage, and we're getting comboed like really hard right now. Oh, I'm free! Finally. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's just trivial to avoid attacks, and then other times you just get comboed into oblivion. Okay, I literally lost my vacuum for like a second there. Sometimes you lose your vacuum for like 10 seconds, and that time I didn't. Timings is so weird sometimes in this game. Yeah, honestly, like, I have way too many of those Diddy boards and stuff like that in my inventory at this point. So if you do find me, like, in a game or something, I'd definitely be available to give them away. Just right now, I'm doing a bit of grinding. Maybe I'll hop over to like a public public Bloxbite HQ server for the unboxing. So if you want to join me then, yeah, go ahead and I will give you, I guess, a Diddy board. Just make sure you let me know what you're coming for, so it isn't like everyone trades me and I have to throw everyone a Diddy board just in case. But yeah, no, if you when I do switch over to unboxing in public servers, go ahead, just join Bloxbite HQ. You should join the server I'm in. There shouldn't be too many Bloxbite HQ servers up and running at this point. Pretty much everyone does Final Boss inside a private server, so there's usually only one, if that, server running in Bloxbite HQ at any time. Yeah, there you go. Halfway done with this boss fight, and then which would probably be like pretty much the end of this, but yeah. I don't have it unlocked yet because I just rebirthed. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that would be the easiest way for you to join me. I guess I could organize something once I do the unboxing, like in main hub or something. Meet up there or something, but yeah. That ends up taking a little bit more time. Yeah, guys, honestly, during that sword rain attack, like half the time I don't even move. I'm just kind of like brain dead sitting in one spot, not even thinking about it. Isn't that where you're supposed to stand so you don't get hit? Or is it more like here? I don't know. Yeah, sometimes that sword attack is weird. It feels like you get hit when you shouldn't. Sometimes, and then you stand in the same exact spot and you don't get hit. Alright, I guess this is a good position. We'll probably hang out in here for a while, because I feel like it's going to just do that attack a lot. Or it's going to do that attack and it doesn't matter where I stand. Wow, it's actually done that attack 4 out of 5 times now. 5 out of 6 times now. Not that I'm complaining. I definitely appreciate being able to stand in a single spot and just shoot at the boss. It makes this fight even more brain dead than it already is. You really should not be able to get away with this in this final boss fight. There's a reason why it has multiple attacks, but... Oh, lovely. I know I was talking about you having multiple attacks, but you didn't need to show me that one. I don't like that one. Actually, no one likes that one, but that's beside the point. Yeah, let's go back to this sword swing attack. I like this sword swing attack. But anyways, this should be on pace for like a 107, 110, 110, 110. If it keeps doing the swing attack, we might even get like a 120. $132. One, two, three, four. There we go. Third glitchy boss gum used. One more to go. Yeah, I won't be joining VIP servers. I have my own VIP server that I can use, and like honestly, joining people in public servers isn't too bad. Usually, you guys, if I'm in like a main hub public server, you guys can join me from like my Roblox profile. And if I'm on anywhere else, you guys aren't able to join me unless you like server hop a few billion times, which sometimes works really good, and other times it doesn't work at all, just because like if the server is at like optimal capacity, which is like 10 or something for Ghost Simulator, it won't actually assign anyone into it, even if it is technically having a spot open. Yeah, there we go. Another 16 keys. Perfect. And now we'll do last boss fight. Then we'll go open all these keys. And yeah, that'll be it for this stream. It's actually a pretty decent stream, I think. We did a bit of grinding. Got a quest done, which I don't actually care too much about, but in terms of reward. But it's a cool quest line. I like the Mimi part of it. But now that it's done with, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, we got like, I don't know, 30 or something ridiculous glitchy lucky gum, which is going to help us later for Sandstorm unboxing. Yeah, I think we're at 1,000 glitchy loot gum now, so that's also pretty cool. Also, yeah, talking about glitchy loot gum, I think I'm going to go ahead and start a giveaway now. I should not be opening Discord right now. I am opening Discord right now. Yeah, we're fine. We have like this whole like minute timer plus whatever long it takes for this cutscene. We're going to have plenty of time to open up Discord, start a giveaway. Have the boss completely glitch. Alright, now we have to switch servers because the boss decided to break. Lovely. Duration, 2 days, winners, 3 winners, 25. Glitchy. Actually, what other gums do you guys want to see in, like, giveaways? Other than, like, glitchy loot gum. I know everyone loves glitchy loot gum. I'm not going to have any glitchy boss gum, guys. Can't give that away. But, like, glitchy lucky gum, glitchy X gum, you guys low on. Yeah. I guess it's really only those two that I have that I can give away. First entry? Yeah, you speedrun the entry. Is my Discord empty or something? For the first 10 minutes after joining my Discord, you aren't going to be able to see any channels or anything. I don't know why it does that. It's kind of, I have a 10 minutes, I don't know what it's called. I have a 10-minute cooldown, so you can join the server, but you have to wait 10 minutes to be able to, like, actually chat, see messages, stuff like that. So wait 10 minutes, you should be able to see stuff. Rift gum? Yeah, I totally have Rift gum to give away. Yeah, you can't see any chat. I don't know why it does it that way for Discord. Usually it's something different, but yeah, after 10 minutes it usually clears up, so just leave it. Come back to it after a while. End of the stream once this final boss fight stops, something like that. It's not even April, lol. Yeah, but like once it's April, it's a little late for the April Fool's update. So since it is April 1st is when April Fool's is. So the devs put it out early. It's actually not that long of a questline, unless you ask other people, and then it's like really, really difficult. Like you aren't going to be able to complete it in the 2 weeks that you have. So, yeah. And it gives you a nice little vortex too. So, if you're excited about getting your hands on a vortex, this is definitely the event to do it. I hate how there's no music during this cutscene. Like, it's just so weird not to have music during it. All right. Yeah, I was debating on doing like an April Fool's like themed on like the update like information, like completing the hardest quest or something. Like honestly, I have really bad taste when it comes to actually making jokes and stuff, so I decided it was probably best for me not to meme too much about like this update. Like I don't know. I definitely could, but I didn't feel like it. I feel like it would get like misinterpreted or something, and not really be very effective anyways. So yeah. I don't know. If you guys are expecting some sort of like April Fool's video or something, it's not coming out. I may even end up releasing a legitimate video on April 1st, like the 100% completion video. I might actually have that done by April 1st. And you're all going to be kind of confused on why in the world what the prank is, and then there's just not going to be a prank. Yeah, I don't really do April Fool's jokes at this point. I don't think I ever really have for YouTube, or even like in real life, I guess either. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of April Fool's. Like, I like it as a idea. I'm just not very creative with brakes. Skill issue there. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to dodge all the platforms. Like, they were definitely easily reachable right there. But I decided to walk, like, straight away from them and then curve away from the one I could actually go to in the direction I was heading. That was just a bad strategy for me. But yeah. Doesn't really matter. Final boss is easy enough anyways. So I'm not too worried, even though we did manage to completely botch it up. Oh no, there goes the NPCs. Whatever shall I do without them? I wonder if the NPCs get tired of us, like, constantly fighting final boss, causing them to be deleted and then reborn. Because I feel like this, along with Rebirth, is one of those things where, like, players really love to do final boss fight and Rebirth, and both of those technically hurt the NPCs each time we do them. And we just continue to do them and do them and do them, and we don't even care. This is actually kind of bad now that I think about it. Yikes. Oh, there's a platform back there. Perfect. I should definitely create a meme about that one. Players on their 20th final boss fight. They're just kind of meh. The devs are like completely bandaged and wounded up, and then the NPCs are just kind of like hamstered. They're like super scared. Yeah, that could be a good meme if I could actually like make a good meme. Yes, puppy. 20 minutes. My puppy is asking to go outside now, so yeah, we'll go ahead and make the rest of this short. We'll go ahead. This is the final boss. This is the final boss. This is the final boss we actually. This is the final boss that we need to do. That doesn't sound right either. This is the last boss we need to do to get use all of our glitchy boss gum. So once we get this done and get the keys from it, we'll go ahead and turn all those keys into random dev items. We'll see if we actually end up getting anything useful. Most likely we'll get like 1 to 2 dev heads, a few dev boards. But yeah, mainly we aren't really expecting to get another dev class fight. If we do, that's actually insane. But like most likely we won't. If I do, it's probably because this is a pre-recorded stream. So I actually know ahead of time that I'm actually getting a dev class fight. So I'm just trolling y'all with a pre-recording. And we'll get actually, you know, it's all a pre-recording. We're going to get all 64 keys. Will go into a dev class fight, and we'll become the richest player overnight. Yeah, that's exactly what this stream is. Pre-recorded. I cheated the system, and I'm going to get 64 dev class fights in a row. How many keys will I have after this boss? I'll have 64 keys. Which is actually enough to get final if I wanted to, like the mini final. But we'll actually end up spending that on a slightly more efficient way of just spending it all entirely trying to go for a dev classified. We won't get a dev classified, but I think having those items is a little bit more usable for you guys. Since, you know, I can give away a lot of those mythicals. A lot of you guys can still use those mythicals. Maybe not everyone. There are definitely a lot of you guys that it is pretty easy to get better stats than that, but a lot of you guys can use them, so getting a bit of those is nice. But yeah, 64 keys. That gives me like a 1 in like a billion chance of actually getting a dev classified. That's not the exact percentages, but you know, it might as well be with how low keys that is. I've spent over 10 times this without getting dev classified, so yeah, it's really not even a possibility. Also, the shield should be breaking about 5 more shots, so moving on to the last phase. Maybe not quite 5 shots, but close enough. Alright, I really do want to make that an intro meme now. Alright, we should be in a good position now to dodge that sword attack, and I don't feel like dodging the raining sword attack, so we are just going to stand here. Yeah. Dodging attacks is not something I feel like doing right now, so we aren't going to dodge attacks. Like, yeah, I can now just start attack, but I don't feel like it. Nice. And there's our last glitchy boss gem that we've got grinded today. That should be up to 64 keys, and then we'll go ahead and spend all these in a public server on single key chests. So let's go see if we can actually get a little bit lucky or not. No, ideally we get like 3 or 4 dev heads, and webcam switched. Did my camera die? Let me go check what happened. Do you guys know when my webcam switched around? Because I don't. I just noticed that the light on my webcam. This is my computer webcam. So this is the quality you'd be expecting if I was like streaming with just this. Yeah, it's a bit. It's not quite zoomed in. Yeah. And there we go. Yeah, 200 keys though isn't even like. That's the thing about 200 keys. Like 200 keys isn't even insane amount to spend. I think there's been people that have spent over 2,000 keys and not gotten any. All right, while using that one. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can work camo. Alright. Oh, my phone's dead. Okay, that's why. Alright, I think we'll just go ahead, turn off my webcam then, because, yeah. We don't need that. Who needs a webcam? Although it is nice to know that it automatically switches over to the, It does automatically switch over to my computer's webcam. That is actually kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know. Recent update to the thing I use for using my phone as a camera allows it to now also use my integrated camera on that same app, which is actually really nice in some respects. Because if I ever need to, I can go use that. For either my integrated camera or for my webcam. Your stream became a bit laggy when your camera died? Yeah, I'd imagine that. Not receiving any more information from that, trying to figure out where it went, stuff like that kind of caused some problems, especially since it was doing that over the internet, so. But yeah, whatever the case is, it probably was also switching over to my current camera, but okay. Now that that's done, I think we'll go ahead and spend our keys. And we are in a server all by ourselves, in a public server. Yeah, I think the strategy is we already have Pyrus and Spiritfly. So we'll just go ahead and spend from like Mackey's, and then just alternate all these keys. Like, hopefully not just get legendaries, but if we do just get legendaries, oh well. Oh, there's a godly. We're good. Oh man, we are getting a lot of legendaries. I would like at least a few dev classifieds from, or not, dev corrupteds. I don't really care whether or not they're boards or pets, but if I like literally just get legendaries and godlies from this, that would be insanely unlucky. That'd be kind of funny, but it would be insanely unlucky. That's another godly. What is it with these traits? Like, I've seriously, I think I've used, what, like half of mine now? Not gotten anything useful. What in the world? Alright, that's a mythical. But yeah. Oh, there's another mythical. Okay. We've gone 2 mythicals. Alright, whatever. I mean, I would like a dev head or 2, but I'm not going to cry if I don't. I've gotten enough of those. I don't know what that was. Oh, Phoenix. Lovely. Another Phoenix. Alright, I think we're pretty much at, we're at, what, like 10 keys now? Oh no, we still have 37 keys? What in the world? I forgot how long it takes to go through all these keys. Okay, we are still perfectly fine to keep on rolling. Alright, yeah, we're doing fine. I did not realize we had so many keys left. Oh, look, a Diddy head. Another Phoenix. What's that, like our 4th Dia? Oh, lovely. We got a Diddy board. Or a TXZ board. Oh, and a Mackie board. And a Lore Master again. Okay. Alright, so all the luck was just kind of saved up till the end. We got abnormally unlucky at the begin with, and then we just got all that stuff in a row, so we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. This is kind of what I was expecting. And that should probably be the last thing I have. No, we have a few more keys. Lovely. I love having more keys. Is that another Macumon board? I love the Macumon board, guys, in all honesty. It's one of my favorite dev boards. Oh, and a Macumon head. And a color blaster. Alright, there we go. There's all our keys. We managed to get, I think, 1 Macumon head, 1 DXZ head. Yeah. One of each of those. And then we also managed to go ahead and get a few boards. So, I don't know exactly, but we got like a few Macumon boards, a few DXZ boards, a few Diddy boards. Alright, not bad. Definitely worth the time I put into it, since this only took, what, like hour and a half to go ahead and grind, so yeah. Maybe we would have been better off going for a mini final, but then we wouldn't have a chance at a dev classified. And I mean, we got 2 dev heads, so that's arguably better than a mini final in terms of stats, and mini final is really only good in terms of stats anyways, so yeah. Anyway, someone was asking about a Diddy board, correct? Yeah, Diddy board. Yeah, okay. If you want a Diddy board, go ahead and join me from my Roblox profile. I'm going to be in Main Hub for a while, like five minutes. So if you're still here, go ahead and join there. If you want something else, like I don't know, if you want like a dev mythical, just join me and tell me which one you want, like Lore Master, Color Blaster, Mr. Fuzz, Tato, maybe not Techno Score, but like Lore Master for sure. If you want a Lore Master, come join me and ask for it. It isn't in super good stats, so most of you guys probably won't be able to use it. But yeah, if you want, you can definitely have a free Lore Master. Or if you guys want any of these boards from it, let me know. Because I always have a load of these. At some point, I probably just need to go delete some of these Dias because no one wants them. Or most likely no one wants them, but yeah. Probably hold on to these Phoenixes. Boards. Ditties. Boom. Alright. And yeah, I think with that will be the stream for today. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward stream. We did a few quests. A few really easy quests, but yeah. Bloxbite server giveaway. Imagine 50 Dias in one giveaway to 50 people. That's the thing. I don't do giveaways. I won't do like donations to giveaways in the Bloxbite giveaways because like literally I don't think anyone needs Dias. So why in the world would I waste people's time with giving away 10 of these to an event manager when like literally everyone already has like 20 of them? Like it doesn't make sense to me. So if I'm going to do a giveaway, I want it to be something worthwhile there. So I'd do something like Sandstorm. Something a little bit more useful to everyone. But yeah, with that, that is all that I have planned for today's stream. There are some giveaways I have going on in my Discord server, so if you want to join some of those, go ahead and join there. And yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully by the time I get a video up on my 100% game completion that I did recently. Hopefully you guys like this clown update as much as I did. I like the quests. They were a bit short though. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if there's anything else that we get for April's Fools or if this is it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a few days. Bye. I don't have my webcam, so me waving to the webcam literally does nothing. But you know, just pretend I'm waving to you guys and saying bye. Got that?